What's up, everyone? Good morning to y'all. We're back at it, this time with some DCS. Someone left a comment the other day, said, Spur, you need to take the Viper up, do some more seed work with it. So we're kind of working towards that. It's been a long time since I've flown the Viper, and I've got to get re-familiarized with it. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing kind of like a familiarization training flight with the Viper and dropping some dumb bombs. It's like the most basic training mission you can do, right? Let's go ahead and hop in the airplane. Let's get her up and running. Let's go ahead and get back our going. All right, there we go. That's good. All right, main battery on. We'll get you going to the top. Let's do JFS to start 2. Left clicking it. All right, we'll wait for it to come up. Yeah, this should be a blast. I love doing seed in this airplane. I think it's perfect for the seed roll. The Hornet, seed into Hornet isn't quite as intuitive as this airplane is, you know, but that all boils down to having the ranging information. Like the Hornet, you don't have any ranging information to your SAM sites unless like you plop down a waypoint on it or something like that. But in the Viper, it tells you everything. All right, so let's do shift home, get some fuel added in. I don't have a good flow for this airplane. I don't have a correct flow. This is just what I do to get it up and running. It's nothing spectacular, right? It's pretty basic. Zoom in a little bit here. Let the engine come on up. So, yeah, I mean, the Viper, like, it is so enjoyable doing seed in this airplane. I absolutely love it. I don't mind the Hornet either. Like, there's workarounds, right? You can do it in the Hornet. It's just not nearly as intuitive as this airplane is. All right, everything seems to be good to go. Look up. Now we can look down. Let's get all the avionics up and running. We'll get these 4 right there and these 2. We'll hold off on everything else. Let's get console lights up just in case there's anything in shadow. Let's get the right cheek. Get you and get radar altimeter. That's it. Let's uncage this bad boy. There we go. Nice. Let's get our altimeter set. He's set. Let's actually go back. Zoom out just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get the canopy down. Control C. Left control C. Canopy's down. Let's lock you. Let's get all these going. RWR. And jammer. Chaff and flares, and let's go to bypass on you. We're not going to do the RWR. I don't want to hear that thing chirping in my ears, so the training mission, we don't mess with it too much. I'm like, no one's got time for that. All right, let's turn attack in down. Let's turn ILS down. Those should default off. I really wish they would. Man, it's annoying as hell to like hear that beeping. Spur just doesn't like noise. Like, really? I'm like, quiet. We don't need all that noise. Okay, let's go IFF to norm. Let's do anti-collision to A. Flashing lights to steady. I think that is all good. Let's go mode 1 on this bad boy, and let's do 1111. 11. 1. Sweet. Yeah, I need to do a deeper dive on this airplane. We'll put the ECM in standby, but we're not going to be using that. We'll have it if we need it, right? Hopefully, no one should be shooting at us. We shouldn't have anyone shooting at us in game. This is going to be a really chill, just easy mission. Nothing crazy or anything like that. All right, INS is aligning. We got a few minutes on that, or a few seconds, not too terribly long. Tab you out, and we'll get radio. There we go to main. All right, I think we're set, right? Com 1 249.5. Com 2 we're not worried about. We're not going to do any air-to-air refueling today in this plane. I've done air-to-air refueling. I can kind of do it in this plane. I can like the same as a Hornet too, right? It's kind of hit and miss. I know I can come back with some fuel, but I haven't done it nearly as much in this plane as I have the Hornet. So we'll probably hit that up another time once I get a little bit more familiar with the aircraft. Go ahead and get our HUD up. There we go. Sweet. Still aligning. That's much better. All right. Let's see what our alignment looks like. I don't know how to get back to it. Actually, I don't know how to get back to it. How do you get back to it? Let's see. Is that? No. Back ILS. No, it's not that one. Calibrate. It's not calibration. It's not mark time cruise. I don't think it's any of this. There we go. Either way, it's aligned now because you see it flashing. So now we can go back to nav. On INS switch, let's go to time. GPS system, so we can do mids LVT. All right, let's diver back. Let's go to list. Let's hit enter, go to data link. GPS time is off. Let's turn that on by hitting 1. Now that is on. Dauber down to NTR. Get you on. That should be good to go. Go back to list. Go to 0. It's recall. Dauber over. And hit select and we'll align. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Absolutely, I accidentally hit it. Let's do it again. All right, let's try it again. Hit select. Dauber up. Oh, it won't let you. Okay, interesting. So you got to go through like the whole sequence again. Okay, let's go back list. 0 miscellaneous. Recall. Dauber over. It's 0 to select. Now we can do it right about there. Perfect. All right, Dauber down. Actually, we got to select that. Now it's going to, yeah, okay, it's going to jump down on its own. Hit you again. That honestly looks pretty dang close to me. Close enough. Hit 0 again. Now we got to roll. Hit 0 again. My whole view is just seems to be off for this for some reason. I don't know why. Good enough. All right, we're set on that. Let's see what else we need to do. I think we're done, right? Go back to you. Everything should be good to go. Let's look at our beautiful bird today. There you go. Colorado Air National Guard. Mile High Militia will be flying as red eye flight. Oh, we got to load up. We haven't even loaded up yet. Like we got the airplane started, but we didn't load up. Ground crew, rearm, refuel. Let's do aim 120. And aim 120 on the wingtips. Helps stabilize the wing, like it helps with wing flutter, supposedly. Though sometimes I mistakenly put the sidewinders on the wingtips too, and that's a no-no now. Like, you know, it used to be a thing back in the day with the Vipers, right? Like that was really common, but not anymore, not for a long time. Let's do a pod on this side. Let's do ACMI pod. Center fuel tank. We'll put a lightning pod on the right cheek, and let's do a few bombs. Let's do a Tur 9 with 3 MK82s. I think that'd be good. We go Tur 9, and then on this side 3 MK82s. Fuel's going to be good. Let's bump that back up. Let them top us off. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and load up. It's nothing spectacular, right? We know how to drop dumb bombs. It's really cut and dry in this airplane, but it's just still going through the motions and like just flying the airplane, going through the pattern and dive bombing and all that stuff. It's just still getting that muscle memory down, right? And kind of getting to getting used to how the airplane responds, because let's face it, the Viper is like a sports car. She is very touchy and very finicky. And the Hornet, on the other hand, the Hornet is like the family truckster. The Hornet, to me, is like the most forgiving airplane, at least out of the planes that I have. It is by far the most forgiving, easiest airplane to get started in DCS. I really mean that. Minus the seed stuff. The seed stuff's a little tricky, but everything else is really cut and dry, straightforward. I have, like, as far as a strike roll, I really like the Hornet. The seed roll, I like the Viper. I kind of think I like the Viper, definitely in the air-to-air mode as well too. But all right, let's go Cat 3. for you, and that's going to be cleared out. All right. I think we're good. We loaded up, right? There we are. Sweet. She looks pretty mean, right? Yeah, the Viper is very finicky. She's very touchy, of course. She's really responsive. Different loadouts, like on the Viper, to me, like the different loadouts really affect the airplane more than like some of the other airplanes too, you know? It definitely, like when you run 1 bag versus 2 bags on a Hornet, you don't feel like, at least to me, it doesn't seem like you feel a whole lot of difference, but on the Viper, you absolutely do. Big difference. All right, I think we're set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and crack the throttle and get her moving. We hit the brakes, make sure those are working. Those look good. Exit out of U, we don't need that. And we'll hit S for nose wheel steering. Of course, my keybinds may be different. I don't run a HOTAS or anything like that. This is all just a joystick with a built-in throttle and then a whole bunch of different keybind modifiers and stuff like that to make it work. I said if anything's going to fail on this joystick first, it's going to be the hat switch, because I use the same hat switch for like 50 bazillion different things, right? For DMS and TMS and trim and everything else. Like it gets a big workout. Like at least I've got another joystick until I can buy something else. But the reason why I haven't bought like a legit joystick is that I'm going to lose my throttle then unless I get a HOTAS. So it's like I have to do both or nothing. You know, and I don't know about you guys, but Spur doesn't have the money for that. Like, really, like, seriously, that stuff is stupid expensive. All right, we're going to taxi. We're going to taxi to our runway. We're on 2495. Unicom for us. We get through this turn, we'll kind of look at the field, see what it looks like. At F10, yeah, everything's clear here. I don't see anyone. Yeah, I don't see anyone inbound, so we're good. Yeah, she's definitely finicky, but she's a blast to fly. She really just is. I think on this plane, I finally kind of got the curves set up where everything kind of feels okay to me. I don't know if it feels right because I don't know how they compare to the real thing, but it feels good to me, and that's the main thing, is like how it feels to you. You know, I went back and flew the Hornet the other night after flying this plane, and the Hornet, like my curves on the Hornet feel real pitchy. Like it's got like a crazy amount of pitch response even compared to this airplane, so I probably need to dial that back some. It's like just if I just crack the stick just a little bit, I get a pretty big response. Not so much in this airplane. But I want to say, like with this joystick, my pitch curve is like 30, which is a lot. That's probably a lot compared to most people, but you're talking about a 22-year-old joystick with a lot, like it's real loose. It's got a lot of slop in it. Let's get landing lights on. Let's go flashing on position lights. Taxi on around here. Oh, she looks so good. I like the Colorado birds too. They look nice. I like the tail flash on them. It's pretty slick. That's slick. All right, let's double check. Everything looks good. Lots of traffic. Red Eye 11 taking runway 74 departure. All right, made our call just in case. Never know. I had a mid-air. I was flying the Hornet, I guess it was last week, right? Never had a mid-air in this game on any of the multiplayer servers ever. Ever. Never had one. And I was flying the Hornet and I was taking off out of Cabaletti. Of course, this is Hoggit training, so it's like the Wild West. And I'm climbing out like I'm 300 feet AGL, just kind of climbing out at 300 knots or so. And I get a Harrier. A Harrier, like he was booking it too. I don't know what he was doing. I don't think he was in the pattern or the overhead. I really think he was just kind of buzzing the field. And I took a Harrier to the face, like legit took a Harrier to the face. And it was crazy. Like I saw him, and when I saw him, like I couldn't react. Like there was just not enough time. All right, we're good. Let's hold on the brakes for a second. Run the throttle up. Everything looks good. All right. Go into burner. Nose wheel steering off. Left rudder, left rudder, left rudder. There we go. All right. Come on. Oof, yeah, that didn't feel right to me at all for some reason. I don't know why. We're off though. Probably pulled a little too early on it. Then again, that's why we're doing this, right? Trying to figure out. Cost of traffic, red eye 11's airborne, departing airspace to the southwest. All right, let's climb out. Man, she climbs like a scalded dog. She really just does. She puts the Hornet to shame. She puts the Hornet to shame. There you go. It looks good about right here towards Cabaletti, towards the mountain range. There's what I'm looking for. Triple back to the left just a tad. Very nice. All right, let's get some tack in, work in with this thing as well too. Let's do TILS. Let's dauber right for transmit receive. That's good. Now let's dauber down to channel, and I think it's 67 X-ray, right? 67. Enter. KBL is Cabaletti. Nice. All right. He's wanting to list to the right just a tad, so we get a little bit of left trim. All right, so we got Cabaletti in. That's good. We can do some radar work if we want to. Do DMS down, make that soy. Let's zoom in on it just a tad here. So yeah, I like to try to work everything. Like everything I can possibly do to get familiar with the aircraft, right? Like do it all, and the more you do it, the more you learn it, right? So every flight, that was my biggest mistake, was that I was focusing on like one aspect in flights before, and now I try to do like multiple, as many things as I can possibly do to go through the motions. All right, there we go. That looks like that's going to be some tankers out there. Waypoint 2 is going to be the wedding cake. Let's go Twiz. That's VSR Twiz. There we go. And let's lock it up. There we go. We got it. Nice. 34 miles out. 16,000. 17,000 feet. So yeah, that's going to be one of the tankers. He doesn't know we have him locked up because we're in Twiz, right? He has no idea. Let's zoom out here and look. Yeah, it's going to be Texaco 8-1 or 6-1, one of the two. Either way, we got him, right? Let's unlock him. Let's go to the other guy over here. See if we can lock him up. Nice, got him. TMS right for, I mean TMS left for IFF. Nice, we got him. All right, so a little radar work, right? Nothing crazy. It's good to, if you're going to tank, right, it's good to get your radar work in then when you're trying to do an intercept with a tanker. All right, let's go ahead and unlock this guy. Sweet. All right, there is our usual target over there, south range. I really wish they put circular targets in game. I think that would be cool. They are in game, right, as mods, but like on the server, I think that would be nice. They need one in like the base game, then they could have it in servers. I think like a circular target is perfect for trading servers. Like they should have multiple circular targets and strafe pits. But unfortunately, we don't have any right now. Like I said, the 476, they've got their range objects. They have a beautiful circular target and strafe pit. But the thing with that is, like, if Hoggit puts that on a training server, then everyone has to have the range mod or you're not going to see it. I don't even know, like, if you don't have the range mods, you may not even be able to connect up. I'm not sure how that works, but it would be nice. All right, we're not going to worry about the T-pod. Let's go air-to-ground mode, and let's do nose. For bomb, let's hit 180. We'll do our run-in. Will be east to west, so we'll kind of circle around over it. Airspeed down a little bit. Nice. All right, we're good. Let's go back HSD. And let's zoom it in so we can see. Someone at 12, someone at 17. 17 is going to be the tanker, and I think the 12 is going to be the slow tanker for like the hogs. Yeah, there he is, Arco 7-1. That's the low tanker. I think he's pretty slow too. B259. Yeah, I think he's for the hogs. Let's go ahead and turn. Back to the east, 090. Here's speed up a little bit here. Saw a thing the other day, the A10s can't be certified to tank on the new KC-46s now because of the speed difference. Like, they can't make it happen. So now, in order to keep the hogs around, they got to keep some KC-135s around. So who knows? Like, they've said a bazillion times they're going to get rid of them, they're going to keep them, they're going to get rid of them. So I don't know. But either way, they can't tank with the new tankers. They can't get fast enough, and the tankers can't get slow enough. All right, let's turn back north. Oh man, she's so fun to fly. She really just is. Once you get used to her, and how finicky she can be, she's an absolute blast to fly. All right, so as far as targets, I don't know. There's over here, there's like a building and some tanks. We may actually go for those. We may go for the tanks and then the building there at the corner of those two streets. There we go. Let's roll in. It's going to be a little bit of a shallow dive. We got to get master arm on as well too. We'll do that in just seconds. There you go, master arm on. Yeah, it is a little bit shallow, right?
Altitude.
All right, 2 away. Not supposed to score your own drops, but I do it. I do it. You can't not do it, right? Like, you can't not watch that. You're not technically, I think in the Air Force manual, you're not supposed to score your own hits, like your own drops, but I could see that. It would be distracting, right? Good job. All right, we put 2 away on that. I think manually, I should have done them in pairs. Yeah, we got 2 off with that. Let's go back to... let's go to SMS. Let's do 1 pair. All right, there we go. Now it'll be in pairs the rest of the time. All right, back around. Yeah, dropping dumb bombs in this plane is pretty dang fun too. Like the seed work is a lot of fun, but this is too. All right, so we got the tanks, the petrol tanks. And circle back in. Getting a little bit slow. Let's add some throttle. I'm getting a little bit wallowy when she gets slow with the weight of the bombs and the fuel. There she goes. Now she's starting to feel a little better. All right, watch her off our canopy rail here. I should have done the house first. The smoke's like blowing right over our target. That kind of sucks. All right, let's roll in. We'll be able to see where to drop, but it's blowing right on top of it. All right, right there. Bombs away.
Altitude. Altitude.
All right, let's score it. Oh crap, I think I missed it. Yeah, we missed it. We got it. Sweet. All right, looks like some ammo bunkers just to the south of that. We may drop on those next. Some kind of bunkers down there. Like I say, a really good fam flight is so basic. Turn back to the east. It's basically the main focus is just flying the airplane. Everything else is kind of secondary. Just kind of going through the motions, kind of hitting up a lot of different things a little bit, but you're not taking like a really big deep dive into a lot of complicated stuff. You're just getting a feel for the airplane. There we go. Let's turn back in. It's a little bit far out for this run, but we'll make it work. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, I like to try to keep it off the canopy rail a little bit. Turn back north. There you go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll go for the ammo bunkers down there, whatever those things are. Let's go ahead and roll in. Should be our final two bombs, then we'll do some air-to-air stuff, and then we'll call it a day. Bombs away.
Altitude.
All right, we got to go back to Cat 1 in just a second. Yeah, I know. There we go. Nice hit. 3 out of 4. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. All right. Let's go stores configuration Cat 1. Don't ask me the technical aspect of that. It's something you have to do, right? Like, it's like it limits the responsiveness of the aircraft or something when you have a bunch of bombs on its own Cat 3. And when you're clean or slick, you go to Cat 1. Makes it a lot more responsive. I think it's basically to keep you from bending the airplane when you got a bunch of bombs on it, right? Because you're kind of G limited. All right, sweet, we're good. Let's circle back around. Go inverter, get some altitude. Go air-to-air mode. There we go. AIM 120s, that's all we got. We're in RWS, let's go Twiz. Nice. Circle back north now. That might be good right there. Where is... Can you go out? 80 miles. There we go. All right, we've got it. Yeah, I like air-to-air a lot more in this plane than I do the Hornet. The Hornet's like really, truly in the Hornet, I pretty much just use it for self-protection, right? All right, there we go. Let's see if we can lock one of these bad boys up. Let's do it. Maybe kind of far out. All right, the white block's going to be the AWACS. We'll have to point our radar down just a little bit. Zoom in here. That's good. Let's see if we can grab someone. Let's go to expanded mode. There we go. All right, quit turning. She's wanting to list to the right again. A little further over. See if we can grab now. Nope. Let's hang out right here. She's getting a little bit slow on us. On this southern one here. Yeah, we're not getting a lock on it. Maybe too far out. Radar's -2 to 37, so it should be fine. Like they're at 10,000 feet. There we go. Oh, she tried. Let's see if we can do it again. No, she just doesn't want to do it. Right now. Got it bugged. There we go. Now we got a lock. All right, it's going to be 38. All right, just wait for us to get in range. 336 for 52. Wait for the carrot to drop down in the bracket on the right there. Easy shot, right? Like they don't even try to evade, so you can get some pretty wild shots off on these airplanes. And it's got a pretty high likelihood of hitting. We could do multiple, but we're not going to worry about it. Let's make sure there's no one up there. There's Jeff up there. Jeff's working it on the other side. That's the 12,000, the contact at 12,000 up there, the friendly. I'm not too terribly concerned about it going pitbull on him. I think it'd be fine. I've learned my lesson. I won't use sidewinders on this server. It's too easy to shoot someone down. It really just is. Oh, we lost him, right? That figures. That totally figures. Out again. Oh, did he get shot down? I'm wondering, like, no, there he is. There he is. There we go. Got our lock. Yeah, we're going to be practically right on top of him before we get this shot. Yeah, I don't know. We can't get a good shoot queue on this thing. Let's go ahead and Fox and see what it does. All right, red eye 11 Fox 3, 342 for 53. See what it does. All right, she's going active. Yeah, I don't know. That's not, it's saying that it's 40 seconds out. I don't know how that is. Go ahead and circle back to the west. Let's flow west 270. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Part of the training, right? Like figuring it out. Like none of that was like computing right with me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong on that. Oh, you got it. Okay, never mind. We hit it. It just, the shoot queue just was never right. Like, it never gave me a good shoot queue. I don't know why. Like I said, that's why we train. All right, let's trim her back to the left a little bit. Back to the left just a tad. We'll circle back around. We'll get a little bit of distance here. What does our fuel look like? They're good on fuel, 5.1. Pull it up. Let's do DED data to HUD. There we go. So basically, it's putting this information on the DED up on the HUD. You can see UHF, VHF, all that stuff. If we go to list and then bingo, we'll throw that up there too. 5.0 now. All right, let's circle back in. I think we need to turn inbound about probably 060, something like that, maybe more towards the north. At 10K, that might be our Jeff. Oh, where's he at? Okay, there we go. Oh no, that's not that. Let's go for this guy way out here. There we go. Yeah, she got way slow. There we go. Now our carrot's coming down. It's doing what it's supposed to. Yeah, I got a good shoot queue on this. I don't know why we didn't have a good one on the other one. That makes no sense, but get her speed up. She's a real wallowy. We got really slow. All right, red eye 11 Fox 3 338 for 62. Time to impact 13. Looks like it went almost immediately active. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Nice. Yeah, easy kills, right? Like, because those planes are slow and they don't evade and everything, you can get some pretty easy shots off on them. That'd be crazy. All right, guys, let's head home. So we dropped a few bombs, got some air-to-air work in. Circle back south. Off the coast here, there we go. Oh, what is Cobletti going to be? Hit mode. Tack in, 45. Come out of air-to-air and let's go master arm off. And fuel state's going to be 4.6. We're still good. Still good. Let's return to that. We really need that up anymore. So we'll go in, we'll shoot the overhead, and we'll probably do a low approach and then come back in the land. Because I'm kind of new to the airplane, right? I'm still new to it. Like I've flown it several nights, but I'm still like relatively new to it. What I like to do when I go into land, I like to do a low approach, and that kind of just gives me the muscle memory I need and how the airplane feels and what she's doing, because like I said, she is way different than the Hornet. So go in, fly a low approach, and then you can come back around and do your landing if you want, or you can do more low approaches. Like sometimes I've done several. You don't see a lot of people doing that in game, and it helps out so much. Man, you can't imagine how much it helps doing that in game. Sweet. Oof, really laggy for some reason on that. Let's see what this does. There we go. All right, she's booking it, right? Like, she loves to go. She loves to go. The Hornet, on the other hand, like, you're trying to constantly coax it to go faster. Like, it just doesn't want to do it, right? Like, it's constantly fighting you to go fast, but unless you're in a dive, then she likes to go fast. But the Viper, man, she will go. All right, what's traffic look like at Cobbletti? I know there's someone down there. Yeah, there's actually several people down here. Two F-18s and SU-25. And it looks like these P-47s are working the pattern, which isn't going to be conducive to us, that's for sure, unless they're low. No, he's doing the 1,800 feet, right? Yeah, that's not going to work out too good for us. Having those slow prop jobs in the pattern. Get our altitude down. I'm looking for my lake, the little pond. I just flat out don't see it. I don't even see the field. Like, I don't even have the field in sight. We're still a good ways off from it. I think that's our pond. That's Cobbletti. Okay. Maybe those guys are landing. Hopefully they're not doing touch and goes. Our star descent, get our power back. We break out. Let's slow up a little bit.
Altitude. Altitude.
Cobbletti traffic, red eye 115 to the west inbound overhead, runway 7, Cobbletti. There we go. Start turning in. One thing I love about the Hornet versus the Viper is it's really easy to incorporate the tack in, like you can't with the Viper. All you got is your OBS down below. What these guys are doing. Looks like they landed, so we should be good. Standard Air Force overhead, right? 1,500 feet AGL, 300 knots. It's going to be like 1,800 MSL. Nice, there we go, looking good. Back on throttle just a little bit. Make sure we're all right. Traffic just over to 16,000, not a factor. Viper's definitely the most finicky to land out of the ones that I've landed. The Hornet's so easy. Like, it's so forgiving landing. I mean, you practically, like, you get smashed into the deck of an aircraft carrier, so it's damn near impossible to screw up a landing on the Hornet. Let's go ahead and go into brake. There, keep her nice and level, looking for 250 and about 210 to 230 knots is what I like. There we go. Speed brake out. You're down. Throttle up a little bit. A little bit high. We want to lean to the right just a tad. She got slowness. Let's give her a lot of power here. Keep her about 200 knots. Better. Red out 1 Woods, base gear, low approach, runway 7, Cobblety. Alright, we flew out just a little bit. Try to keep it shallow. Man, I just can't read the HUD worth a damn for some reason. There we go. Much better. Mucho better. All right. Let's continue. Try to keep the flight path marker at the top of the bracket for now. A little bit low on it. There we go. That's better. That's perfect right there. Power back. All right, there goes. Speed brakes back in.
Altitude.
You're up.
Altitude.
Nice, out of the throttle. Up and over. 1,500 or 1,800 feet is what we're looking for. We're going to go through it a little bit. It'll pan out in the end. Nice right there. Speed brake out. You're down. There are knots. Looking good. By no means the perfect pattern. We're too far out, right? Like your wingtip rail should be on the runway if we were the right distance, but probably a traffic red eye 1-1 base gear low approach runway 7. the power just a little bit. Doesn't feel good to me for some reason today, so that's why we're doing these. Like some days I've done this and it just everything feels perfect. Today it doesn't feel that way. It could be because I'm kind of distracted doing the video. Yeah, it doesn't feel good at all. Like, and I can't really explain it. All right, speed brakes in.
Altitude.
You're up.
Altitude.
You're up. Why didn't gear come up? We may have borked our gear, guys. Yeah, we may have. I don't know if I just didn't hit it good or what, but we'll see when we come back around. I may goof that up big time. All right, speed brake out. You're down. So sweet. All right, those guys are rolling airborne. Speed up. Yeah, see, still a little bit far out. Not too terribly bad. I'm okay with that, but it's not like the like picture perfect pattern. LA traffic, red eye 11 is the base gear, full stop, runway 7. A little bit out, so we won't do quite as steep of a descent. About 3 degrees, something like that, 3 to 5. I used to try, like when I first started flying this airplane, the biggest mistake I made was trying to keep her own speed like through the final 180. And she does not like that one bit. Like she absolutely, you need to keep it on the top end. It helps immensely. It helps so much. All right, so we're going to be a little bit low on this one. Yeah, see, we're a little bit low. The 2.5 degree ladder should be on the end of the runway. The threshold is a little bit below it, so that tells me that we're just a hair low, right? It's not bad, but all right, let's take her in. Hardest thing to do, aero braking this thing. Man, that is tough. I hate aero braking it. It is like, oh man, she's wanting to float big time. There we go. Nose up. It's got to balance. You got to balance it out. And then she drops, right? Of course. She drops way early. The nose. I've read that, like the discussions on Reddit, like how the nose drops way too early. There's a video on YouTube, HUD Cam, of a Viper doing low approaches and all that stuff, and he dropped his nose at like 70 knots. It's like 75 knots or something. But he did say in the comments, he's like, it was a slick bird. So maybe that had something to do with it. Red Eye 11 clear the active Coblety. All right, there you go, guys. Little refresher for me in the Viper. in DCS. We'll do more with her. We'll do some seed work. I just got to get familiar with airplane again. It's really super hard to be a casual player in DCS. It's about damn near impossible, right? Like, you forget this stuff. I am so bad about forgetting it. I forget it all the time. I'm the world's worst. All I gotta do is just take a little bit of a... What is going on with his landing gear? All I have to do is just take a little bit of a break and I forget it. Like, I really just do. Everything leaves me. It doesn't take long at all. Or if you move to another airplane, you start kind of getting things confused a little bit or whatever, right? Pretty nice. So we got a lot of stuff in today. We did some radar work. We did some air-to-air stuff. We dropped some bombs, some air-to-ground, some dumb bombs. We picked up multiple targets with our radar, the tankers and stuff like that. We'll hit a tanker sometime when I get a little bit more proficient at it, because right now basically I suck at it. I can do it. I can hit a tanker, but it takes a lot of work for me, right? It takes a lot of work. It doesn't come easy. That's the only thing is disappointing about this airplane to me, is that you can't hear the actuators for the tail feathers. Like, in real life, you should be able to hear that. It's just like a whining noise, a quick whine. I remember watching them land at Nellis after red flag, and you could hear it actuating as they're coming in to land. And in game, you can hear it in the Seagull, in the C model Eagle, but you can't. And I think the Strike Eagle too, but not this one. With this bad girl right here. There we go. Good enough. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Love all of you. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the Viper. I love the airplane. It is such a blast to fly. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, all those things, and we'll catch you in there next time. Peace. No, big cat. No. Oh, no. No, kitty. Oh, that's a MiG. That's a MiG over his head. Okay. It's the weirdest day ever. Oh no, he just fell. He just